Hello and welcome to Wired In. I'm Diana Galata, Executive Director of Public Relations and Marketing for Hampton City Schools. I'm very pleased to be joined today by Ms. Chanda Epps. Welcome.
Thank you.
Chanda, you are our Title I Coordinator of Family Engagement. So let's learn a little bit about you. How did you, what route did you take to get to where you are now in your career?
Well, I am a product of Hampton City Schools. I'm a 1994 graduate of Bethel High School. Go Bruins.
So you're a Bruin?
Yes.
Okay.
And I received my bachelor's from Christopher Newport, my master's from Troy University. And originally my interest was to go into the field of human resources. So I actually had my first job in Hampton City Schools in the HR department.
I didn't realize that.
As an HR assistant.
Okay.
And while I was in that position, I was pursuing my master's degree. And then the position for parent involvement facilitator was created in Title I. And that piqued my interest because I have some experience working with families in the community at that time in a volunteer capacity while I was in college. And I applied for that position, and once I started working at Merrimack, I fell in love with that role and just all the opportunities that came with that position to help families. So I just felt like I found my passion and my purpose, and I've been with Title I ever since. So I got that position in 2003, and I've been in Title I ever since. And it was great to be a part of the position when it first was created, just to be on the ground level and just to see where it is now and to be a part of the growth. It's just been an amazing experience.
So tell us a little bit about what it means to be a Title I school.
In Hampton, the Title I schools that have a population of students that are on free and reduced lunch that is over 50%. They received the Title I designation, so they receive additional funding to have a family engagement specialist, Title I interventionist, and Title I coaches. So they receive additional academic support as well to provide those students that are at risk those additional resources to help them be successful during the school year.
So what would a family engagement specialist role look like at one of our schools? What do they do for the school?
Well, they really serve as the connector between the home and the school. They work to build relationships with families, and they also work to coordinate activities that will address the academic focus areas. So they work closely with families, but they also work closely with the school as well to identify those key areas that students and families need to work on. So they provide those activities, and also they provide materials in the Family Resource Center to help families as well. So it's really about them being that link to support the entire school. They're not working in isolation, but they're looking at how they can best support families and students by partnering with, community partners, partnering with the building administrator, partnering with the teachers to make sure that the families have what they need and to make sure that their program is addressing those key areas.
So the literacy nights and the math nights that we see sometimes at our schools, would that be something that the family engagement specialist would work on?
Absolutely, and they work with their grade level teams to create the activities. So for instance, for first grade, if they're working on a certain area, they will actually work with the first grade team to set up a station during that event and have all the materials and handouts and things of that nature available for the families to actually take the information home and work with their child to strengthen those areas.
So it's my understanding that congratulations are in order because our Title I program won, I guess at the end of last school year, a national award, and you were recognized as well. So tell our viewers a little bit more about that award.
I was very excited about that. And the S.E.E.D.S event, which is our annual back to school event, is something that I get very excited about, and we were blessed with the opportunity to receive that award from Successful Innovations. It was their National Family Engagement Award, and the event is our back to school kickoff event where we give parents information. We have breakout sessions for parents and students to give them information to have them aware of different opportunities throughout the school year, what resources are available through Hampton City Schools, as well as through the community. So we have workshops on nutrition, how to help your child prepare for school, and financial literacy, things of that nature. And part of the event is also our back to school drive. So we give out backpacks filled with school supplies. Last year we gave out close to 500. So with the expansion of the event this year to 5 sites, we hope to serve even more families.
So when is the event this year?
It will be on Saturday, August 29th. The doors will open at 10 o'clock. And we will have 5 sites, but families have to call to register in advance.
Okay.
So that we can prepare the backpacks, and we serve lunch, and we have the breakout session. So we just want to know how many parents to expect so we can accommodate them at each of the sites.
So last year you said that you gave out more than 500 backpacks. About how many, is that about how many attended last year, or did you have more than that?
It was about, we have, of course, had more children than we had parents. So I think as far as the parents, it was close like 475 or something like that. And we anticipate that number to increase this year. Each year that we've had the event, it's grown substantially bigger each year. So we're trying to be proactive and just have more on hand that we might need.
And that's wonderful, because I know school supplies can be kind of expensive, especially if you're a family on free and reduced lunch. That's a real hardship, so it's wonderful to see that you all are providing those, because we need for our students to feel confident and prepared when they start school. And so there's certainly sometimes some embarrassment that comes with not having all your school supplies. So I think it's wonderful that you all are reaching out to families like, who may need those school supplies and help better prepare their kids, because a prepared child that's great for us as a school system. So you all are also doing some things throughout the school year promoting literacy. I know I've seen some great things on Twitter, pictures of students on vacation in California or somewhere across the country reading. So tell us how you all are promoting literacy.
Well, in collaboration with our Title I instruction coordinator, she and I came up with the Anywhere, Anytime Learning Literacy Initiative for Title I, and it's really just the umbrella to really promote literacy and to engage our families, to capture their children, capture pictures of their children reading in different places, on vacation, in museums, and just have them send it in. And I posted on Twitter, and I posted on our Anywhere, Anytime Learning website. So it's been a great way to engage parents through social media, and also giving them the opportunity to actually see that literacy and learning can take place anywhere, the grocery store, on vacation. So really just encouraging families to encourage their children to read and foster that love of reading, because that's something that they'll need their entire life. So if we can plant the seeds with them and provide the books and provide the opportunity, hopefully it will become part of something that they do as a family, and just they take advantage of those opportunities that they may not have thought about in that way, that they'll take a picture and send it in.
So any other programs throughout the school year that you would like to share with us or share with our families?
Well, I would like to highlight our family resource centers. Along with the Anywhere, Anytime Learning program, we've created different opportunities through the Resource Center where families can come in and check out different materials. We have Nooks, we have Leapfrog, Leapsters, we have board games, all types of educational resources that families can check out and use at home to help their child. And we also have websites for each of our family resource centers that are filled with online resources, even access to employment opportunities and how to write a resume, just different things that families might need information on. They're all accessible on the Family Resource Center website. And I encourage any parent that has a child in a Title I school to connect with their Family Resource Center and their family engagement specialists, just to find out about volunteer opportunities and just to stay updated about the programs and activities that are planned for the school year.
Well, it sounds like there's a lot of wonderful resources in that center, so hopefully our parents will reach out. I commend you for the work you're doing.
Thank you.
You are complimented quite frequently in the community with your work with family engagement specialists. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hopefully you'll come back in the future, maybe next school year, and update us a little bit on what's going on with Title I.
Yes, ma'am. Would love to do that.
But thanks for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching Wired In. Have a great week.